I've spent years helping businesses build their go-to-market engines, and the most common bottleneck I see isn't strategy, it's their tech stack. Chances are you already know what I'm talking about. You spend weeks researching for the right tool to do things like lead capture, automation, customer support, etc. And then you get stuck in endless demos, compare features and pricing, only to end up with a clunky, pieced-together system that doesn't quite work together. It's a huge waste of time and money. So in this video, I'm going to save you that headache by sharing the exact AI agent stack that every small business needs to scale effectively. We'll cover 3 different types of agents you can build, from sales to marketing to support, and show you how they all work together. This is killer for taking back your time as a small business and being able to build a more autonomous operation without adding more employees. Let's get into it. Let's start with the first layer of the AI agent stack, sales and growth agents. These are proactive agents that don't wait for customers to come to you. They actively create revenue opportunities. And for most small businesses, this is where the biggest bottleneck usually lives. Let's start with autonomous sales development rep agents, or SDR agents. We all know this, but outbound sales is still a massive grind. You have to find the right leads, enrich their data, personalize outreach, follow up consistently, and somehow do this at scale. For most teams, this either means hiring expensive SDRs or just not doing outbound properly at all. This is where autonomous SDR agents come in. Tools like Agent Frank or Meet Chase AI are great examples of what's now possible. These aren't simple automation tools, they're autonomous agents. Instead of telling them how to do something, you give them a goal. For example, find 100 marketing VPs at SaaS companies and book qualified meetings with them. From there, the agent handles the entire workflow: prospecting leads, enriching profiles, writing personalized outreach, sending emails or LinkedIn messages, and following up until there's a response, all without human intervention. The value here is simple. It's like hiring an entire SDR team, but without salaries, onboarding, or burnout. The second growth agent every small business needs is a market and competitor research agent. This is one of those things that everyone knows they should do, but almost no one does consistently. Manually tracking competitors, industry news, product launches, pricing changes, etc. It's basically impossible to keep up with all of this while running a business. This is where research agents really shine. You can build this using platforms like Crew AI or even with advanced research tools like Perplexity AI. The idea is simple. You deploy an agent with a clear monitoring mission. For example, track my top 5 competitors, or monitor these SaaS review sites, or watch for mentions of these keywords on social media, or summarize important industry news each week. The agent continuously scans the web and delivers a clear brief, daily, weekly, or on demand. So at this point, we've covered agents for sales and growth. Now, let's go into the second layer of the AI agent stack, customer-facing agents. These are the agents that act as the face of your business. They are often the first interaction someone has with your brand. How they behave directly impacts conversion, trust, and retention. Let's start with lead capture agents. The traditional way most businesses collect leads is still with static website forms. You know the ones: name, email, company, and that's it. The problem is forms are boring now, impersonal, and one-size-fits-all kind of thing. And people bounce because they don't feel engaged. They don't know what happens after they submit. Are they going to call me? Will I get an email? So you end up losing high-intent visitors without even knowing it. This is where conversational lead capture agents can be a real solution. You can build this with platforms like Lambot, for example. And it's important to be clear here, these aren't basic chatbots. These are AI-powered agents designed to guide a conversation. The agent will greet the visitor with the tone and personality that you define, provide answers if the lead asks any, ask questions one at a time, adapt based on their answers, and most importantly, qualify and score the lead. For example, are they a small business or enterprise? What problem are they trying to solve? How urgent is their need? Based on that context, the agent can route them to the right sales rep, book a meeting automatically, or send them down a specific nurture path. And this is where Lambot really shines because everything lives in one flow. Lead capture, qualification, scheduling, and CRM integration. The entire experience feels personal and intentional. The biggest benefit here is conversion. Businesses consistently see a significant lift in conversion rates because people prefer conversations over forms. The second core customer-facing agent is the 24/7 customer support agent. Customer want and now expect instant answers, but most small businesses don't have round-the-clock support or can't respond immediately, so they end up with frustrated users waiting for help. The gap leads to poor customer experience, potential higher churn, and support teams constantly playing catch-up. This is where AI support agents step in. Tools like FinAI by Intercom or agents built with platforms like Zendesk AI are designed specifically for this use case. These agents connect directly to your existing knowledge base like help center articles, internal documentation, product FAQs, even PDFs or Notion docs. And when a customer asks a question, the agent understands the intent, pulls the most relevant information, and delivers an accurate answer instantly. So customers ask follow-up questions, clarify details, or reference previous messages, and the agent keeps up. Now, I want to be clear that no AI agent should replace humans entirely, and the best setups don't try to. Those tools act as the orchestration layer. Simple questions are handled instantly, complex issues are escalated seamlessly, and a human agent can jump in with full context. From the customer's point of view, it should feel smooth, not robotic. And from the business side, it means faster responses, lower support costs, and happier customers. So now that we've seen customer-facing agents, let's move into the third layer of the AI agent stack, internal operation and productivity agents. These are the agents working quietly in the background and often create the biggest efficiency gains. They reduce repetitive tasks and free up yours and your teams to focus on actual decision-making. Let's start with executive assistant agents. Even with modern tools, you still get buried with email scheduling, calendar coordination, follow-ups. Most software products now have some built-in AI, but that AI usually lives inside a single tool. It can help you write an email in Gmail or schedule a meeting in your calendar. What it can do well is work across different tools. That's where dedicated executive assistant agents come in. A strong example here is Lindy AI. Instead of being embedded inside one product, Lindy operates as a layer above your tools. It connects to email, calendars, contacts, CRMs, and other work apps, and functions like a real assistant you can talk to. You give it natural language instructions like find time next week that works for everyone in this email thread, or draft a friendly reply and ask for availability. Summarize what I missed today and flag anything urgent. Lindy handles the logic behind the scenes. It checks calendars, coordinates scheduling across people, drafts responses in context, and keeps things moving without manual back and forth. This is where it competes directly with the internal AI insight tools. Instead of learning 5 different AI features across 5 apps, you interact with one assistant that understands the full picture. The next internal agent every growing business needs is an HR and onboarding agent. Here's the thing. As soon as you have a team, the same questions get asked over and over again. Things like, where do I find this policy? How do benefits work? How do I request equipment or access to this? None of these questions are unreasonable, but answering them manually doesn't scale. This pulls HR and operation teams away from strategic work. The solution is a dedicated internal HR agent. You can build one using Lambot or a Slack bot powered by Relevance AI. The setup is straightforward. You train the agent on your internal documentation, employee handbooks, policy documents, onboarding checklists, internal FAQs. Once trained, employees can ask natural questions to it directly in Slack or inside dedicated internal portals. The agent understands the question, finds the relevant policy, and gives an accurate, consistent answer instantly. And just like with customer support, escalation matters. If a question is sensitive or complex, the agent can route it to a human with full context already attached. The result is faster onboarding, fewer interruptions, and a much smoother employee experience. Now, the final layer of the stack brings everything together. Agents that connect data, insights, and decision-making across the entire business. Individual AI agents are powerful, and pre-built tools are incredibly useful, but the real leverage comes when you start building your own agents and make them work together as a system. That's what turns a collection of tools into an actual AI agent stack. Let's start with Lambot. Lambot is best thought as a conversational agent builder. It's designed specifically for building customer-facing agents, lead capture and qualification flows, support experiences, interactive onboarding, all through a no-code visual interface. This makes it ideal for the agent we talked about earlier: conversational lead capture agents, qualification bots, 24 support agents. Instead of hard-coding logic or relying on static scripts, you design the real conversation with branching logic, AI-powered understanding, integrations with CRMs, calendars, and support tools. Lambot is the layer where customers and leads actually interact with your business. Next is Clay. Clay plays a very different role in the stack. It's a data-first agent platform. Clay excels at finding leads, enriching records, pulling data from hundreds of sources, and turning messy information into structured, usable data. You can think of Clay as the agent that answers questions like, who should we be selling to? What company is this lead from? What tech stack do they use? What's the best contact information? Instead of manually researching or relying on incomplete CRM records, Clay continuously enriches your data. This makes it the perfect upstream agent for sales and growth workflows. Then there is N8N. N8N is like the orchestration layer, the glue that connects everything together. It's a workflow automation platform, but at a much deeper level than a simple trigger action tool. With N8N, you can connect all your agents, coordinate decision-making, and build multi-step conditional workflows. It doesn't just move data, it connects when and how agents act. Here's what this looks like in practice. Let's say someone lands on your website. A Lambot agent starts a conversation, qualifies the lead, understands their need, and determines if they're a good fit or not. Once qualified, N8N triggers the next step. The lead is sent to Clay. Clay enriches the record with more company data, role, and up-to-date context. N8N then passes that enriched lead to an SDR agent. The agent uses that enriched data to personalize outreach and begins booking meetings automatically. If the lead responds or books a call, the system updates your CRM, notifies the right person, and logs the entire interaction. Each agent does what it's best at, and the system runs continuously in the background. This is the difference between using AI tools and running an AI-powered business. So that's the complete AI agent stack that I believe every small business needs in order to win right now. If you want to learn how to actually build one of these agents, click here to learn step by step how to build an AI agent specifically for lead generation. And instead of sitting on all of this information, get started building AI agent stack right now. I'll see you over there.